So Sorrento is a place that I went to in 1999. AHI, we have trips all around the world. We were very interested in this particular locale. So in 1999, I had the fortune of spending about a month there in Sorrento to try to plan the program. Did a lot of site inspections of hotels. I ate a lot of food there. I interviewed all the potential staff that we had there. And I really think it's a great program. I know it's a tough job. Someone's got to sample the food, right? And so I think you'll love our program. You also love our travel director, Vincenzo, who's absolutely excellent. A few interesting facts about Italy, as I'm sure you all know. Italy has 60 million people. Italy is about the size of Arizona, a little bit larger than the size of Arizona. The average salary there in Italy is about $26,000. America is about $43,000 in salary. 20% of the Italian population is 65 and older. Not sure if you actually recognize that. 1 out of 5 is over 65. The average age is 41. And industries include iron and steel, ceramics, tourism, of course, cars, food processing. One interesting fact that I found is that Italy's birth rate is actually the second lowest in the Western world. I never knew that. Both the government and political leaders actually have given incentives for families to have more than one child. And so it's a real problem, actually, in Italy right now. And I'm sure, as you know, many of the single adult children still live at home through their 30s, even if they have a good job. And that's because as soon as they get married, then they move out. But not until they get married, they basically stay at home. We have about 10 travelers on the group flight, including Annie and Erica. And so it's Philadelphia to Frankfurt. We're leaving on September 10th, which is the Wednesday, 7:45 to arrive into Frankfurt at 7:45 a.m. We have about a 3-hour layover in Frankfurt. We have a 10:40 flight getting into Naples at about 12:30. Now, I know we have 10 from Philadelphia, we have 2 from Miami, 2 from Newark, 2 from DC, and the rest, there's about 16 of you guys who are just doing your own independent flight arrangements into Sorrento, into Naples. So, if you have any questions about flights or anything like that, I'm happy to answer them. Coming back home, just so you know, anyone on our flights, it's an extremely, extremely early flight. Yeah, it's at 6:55. Lufthansa is a really great partner of ours. I'm a big fan of Lufthansa because they give us great service and great rates on their flights. But it's a 7 a.m. flight, so you're gonna have to be getting going around 4 a.m. From Sorrento to catch that plane. So just FYI, yeah, it's a drag, but that's where we are. You'll get home early. We get into Frankfurt again at 9, and then a couple hours layover. 3 or 4 hour layover. At 1 o'clock, we depart from Frankfurt to Philadelphia. Yeah, so it's pretty. Tell me one airline that's not just as I know just as of today, that's just not agonizing. But that's what it is. So once you arrive, you'll get there into Naples. Vincenzo and his staff. It's Vincenzo di Janeiro, and Vincenzo is a good friend of mine. In fact, tell him I said hello. A younger guy, very handsome. His dad actually works with us. He's a DMC, destination. He does a lot of work for us in that region. Mimo, actually, Vincenzo's dad. And so they're very close to us, and Vincenzo's an excellent guide and an excellent travel director. So you'll really enjoy an excellent sense of humor. So you'll very much enjoy Vincenzo. It takes about 90 minutes. So to get from Naples into Sorrento. So you'll be there using our group flights again. So 12:30 you land, getting everybody together, probably want to do customs, getting everyone to use the restroom and get some money. 1 o'clock, probably 1:15 we'll get going, and probably 2:30, 3 o'clock we'll finally get down to Sorrento. Right upon the arrival, you will get your room keys, so you go right to your room to have a chance to relax. Hopefully we'll get there early, but at least an hour you get a chance to relax. And then what we'd like to do is, for anyone interested, to do a walking tour of Sorrento at about 4 o'clock. And so that's a nice way to acclimate yourself. The hotel itself is right near the main square. So that's the Sorrento Plaza. I stayed there in April. It's a great little hotel. It's been totally refitted, redone. The rooms are extremely nice. The restaurant's very good. They actually have a solarium and swimming pool on the top, on the rooftop. And you can actually see all of Sorrento as well as the Mediterranean Sea. It's a great spot. It's got a bar up there, so that's where you see me most of the time. And so it's great food, great rooms. There's one word with travelers now that evoke so much emotion right now. And it either makes people really happy or like really angry. Anyone know what that word is?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Big word. And lots of emotion with Wi-Fi. This hotel has Wi-Fi. And when I was there, it was free, but I'm not sure what their status is at this point. But it is good Wi-Fi, and I believe it's still free, but don't quote me on that. It's a charge, it's a minimal charge. But they have really good Wi-Fi for those who are interested in being connected. And it's a great room, high-tech, flat screen TVs. It's cool, it's got AC. The bar area is great, just kind of a lounge in. Again, the solarium's great. So it's a great little hotel. I found it absolutely wonderful, and the food is very good there. So we'll do this little walk-around tour if anyone's interested around Sorrento at 4 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock we'll have the welcome reception. I guess you can change it there. Everything. What do we got next?
When's the rainy season?
It's not right now. Not in September. It's the hot season. Actually, it's about high 70s, low 80s. So it's like this. Actually, it's just like this. Yeah, today's like 84. So then we'll have the reception. Welcome reception and dinner with wine. Most of our dinners are with wine at the hotel. The neighborhood is great. Like a block away is the inlay shop. You walk a few more feet. There's the pizzeria there. Pizza Margherita is very good at that pizzeria, by the way. You got all the shops. You take a left, and down that street is all the different shops. I got my wife's some perfume there. There's of course a gazillion limoncello places that sell limoncello. Another street down is some of the good better restaurants. So it's a great little area. You're literally a block away from the main square. Oh, and then if you want to do exercises or run or do those kind of things, what I did was you go to the edge, which is like a little bridge, and they got steps, 103 steps that go right down to the walkway to the shore. And so there's no good running place, so I did the steps up and down. That's what I did. Anyway, anyone interested in that? Let me know. Steps. Yeah. So anyway, so after the welcome reception, dinner, then hopefully everyone gets a good sleep. And then so Friday the 12th, we got a great breakfast planned at the hotel. We've got some great educational lectures. Ken Tobin actually is British, just like John. Yeah, and smart, just like John. And he actually was an Italian journalist. So we'll learn about the Campania, the area from Ken. He actually British. He moved to Italy, Salerno. He actually was an Italian journalist. For the daily paper, actually, for a long time. And then he decided that he wanted to teach English at the University of Salerno. Very great, very nice guy. So he'll give the first lecture. And then that day, Friday, we'll head down to Amalfi. So we'll go to the city of Positano. I think that's the next one. Yeah, that's Positano, the vertical city. Yeah, Positano. Along the way, you'll see Sophia Loren's house. Did you guys do that? See Sophia Loren's house on the way down there? It's a big White House on the Anyway, so we'll do Amalfi. We'll see the Duomo there at the San Andrea. the plaza there. A lot of course, Italian churches we'll see during the tour. We have a really great lunch there along the shore. One of the features that's included in all our programs is this personal box system. It's a headset. Everyone gets one where you can, any of the guides. Did you have this, gentlemen, on your trip?
Yes.
So you'll get a little earpiece and a little box, and basically the guides and Vincenzo, when he needs it, you'll put it on, and you could just walk, like 100 feet away and still hear him. So we'll use that. We use that system pretty much during the tour when we need to. So that's something that is great about our tours. And there's no tipping. We've already taken care of the tips for the drivers and all the guides, so there's no tipping. Vincenzo should not get a tip. He's very well compensated. I think he was always nice, but he doesn't need any kind of that. And so everything as far as the bus drivers and the guides are all kind of taken care of. And so we'll do Amalfi. We'll have lunch. We'll have some free time both in Positano and in Amalfi. It's a great town too. Both towns are great to walk around and learn about. And then that evening we'll get right back up to Sorrento. And that evening actually is dinner on your own. See, the great thing about Sorrento, there's so many great places to dine. We'll be dining out at 3 of them. There's one that I like that you guys are not dining at, and that's restaurant La Lanterna. Yeah, La Lanterna. Yeah, it's La Lanterna. It's Lanterna. La Lanterna.
Our guys write that down, right?
Yeah, and you can walk there. You can actually walk there from the hotel. In Sorrento. Back in Sorrento. Great place. They've got the Italian music.
When you say actually walk there, what, a half hour?
No. You can walk there in 7 minutes.
Okay.
It's a 7-minute walk.
You got to be precise with us.
Yes. It's all the restaurants actually are very close to the hotel. Yeah. And you can always eat at the hotel. There's all a great restaurant. Less than 7 minutes is a 4-minute walk to the pizza. If you want some really good pizza, you to the right is a great good salads and pizza out to the right. And so we'll experience a few of these great restaurants, but that's one of my favorites. So we'll go to Paestum, which is the ancient Greek city of Paestum. 600 BC. It was a major city there. It has some of the best preserved temples, Greek temples, and ruins there in Paestum. But before we get to Paestum, we'll go to this great cheese farm, and you get a sample of the cheese. It's a cheese farm and water buffalo breeding farm. And the combination is wonderful because they make what's called buffalo mozzarella. And it's very tasty. So we'll have that. We'll do Paestum, and we'll learn we'll see all the ruins, and we'll have a nice guide there. And then we'll have lunch, and lunch will be close by, and in Paestum actually. And this is one of the great things that we do on these tours is have what we call meet the people. What we do is gather up a few local townspeople, and you have the opportunity to speak with them. It'd be like a panel discussion, and ask them, like, what's it like to live, in Paestum or Sorrento or Italy. And then we'll head back to Sorrento. If you guys have some free time to buy me some limoncello, no, you have some free time. And then at 6, we have Amelia. Now Amelia she has a PhD in archaeology from the University of Naples. She's a great speaker. And so what we decided to do and she'll be at the National Museum the next day. Amelia will come in and she'll just give you kind of a briefing of the National Museum. There's a lot to see at that National Museum. She's very well versed in that museum, and so she'll describe some of the art and artifacts. And if there's something you particularly are interested in seeing at the museum, she can help you tell you where to go and what to see. She's very good. You'll enjoy her. And then at 7:15, after Amelia gives her talk, at 7:15 we'll head over to the La Basilica restaurant. That's a very nice restaurant that will have dinner, and that'll be at 7:15. Then Sunday, everyone will get a nice rest, and then Sunday breakfast, and then that's our day in Naples. And like Wi-Fi is like one of the most universally used words. Pizza is another universal word that's known in any language all around the world. And pizza was created where? In Naples, 1860 in Naples. And so that's what we're going to, if you want to try some really good pizza, we were going to almost the original place of pizza, right there, the best place in Naples for pizza, actually. And they cook it in the stoves, and you see them cook it. We have the whole upper level reserved for everyone. So we'll go on to Naples. We'll do a panoramic tour of Naples, and then we'll get on to the Naples National Museum, and that'll be pretty much most of the day. There, of course, the Farnese collection of paintings, Herculaneum and Pompeii, sculptures, mosaics, the murals, the weapons, and then the lunch will be at the pizza place, which is just incredible. Then we'll come back to Sorrento, and then we'll have the honor of having another lecture from Susanna Poole. She has been with us since we started this program. In fact, I interviewed her. It's her. Well, I knew her brother, and then so his sister Susanna actually is a University of Naples professor, and she'll talk about the history of Vesuvius and the cities of Herculaneum and Pompeii. And then we'll also have, after their talk, then we'll have a dinner at another favorite place of mine, which is Caruso's, restaurant Caruso. And that hopefully will be an outside dining. Everyone will get a good rest. Monday, we're out to Pompeii and Herculaneum. And this starts at 8:15. We'll do the whole. We've got some great guides. By the way, we've got great guides at both places. As you know, 79 AD, Vesuvius erupted. It wiped out, of course, the smaller town of Herculaneum, and then of course Pompeii. And because of the volcanic ash and lava, it preserved everything pretty much, in its original state. Vito actually will probably do the guiding. He is an absolute expert on both cities, and he does some great guiding. You guys will have a great day. Take a hat, take some sunscreen, because you'll be out in the elements pretty much the day. And then we have lunch right next to Pompeii, nice lunch place near Pompeii. We'll go back to Sorrento, and then at 7 we'll have dinner out again at the restaurant Tasso, another great restaurant in town that you'll enjoy. And then everyone will get a good rest. Tuesday we'll have breakfast, have a little free time in the morning, but at 9 a.m. we'll head out to the Isle of Capri, and we'll do it's a hydrofoil out there to Capri, and you'll do a little private boat ride. You'll have some time in town. Capri's very busy. Some people love Capri. Yeah, it's okay. It's usually very crowded. I like the boat ride.
Erica loves it.
And then in Capri is the lunch place that we have. Nice lunch we'll have out there, and you'll have some free time. It's very nice day actually. Capri's a very nice day. And then and then that evening we'll go back to Sorrento via hydrofoil, and then you guys can have there'll be dinner on your own, so you can actually come back to some of the places that you liked, or have dinner at the restaurant. So dinner will be on your own on Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday is what we call the free day, because we've run you guys all around. Yeah, that's a good one. That's where the steps are actually. The Wednesday's a free day. We have breakfast. We've got Ken coming back to do the Contemporary Italy lecture. He's, again, very good with this lecture about state of the Italian society, political status. Probably talk about some of the past prime minister. So and he'll answer lots of questions that you might have. Kind of the current state of Italy, because we'll be hearing about a lot of ancient Greek in Italy. So he'll tell you about modern Italy. And then pretty much the rest of the day is on your own. So if you want to take a train somewhere, or you want to go shopping, or the whole day is basically on your own after 9 a.m. And then we'll all kind of reconvene at 6 o'clock for the farewell reception and dinner. And we'll get to bed early for those who have to get up really early for the flight at 4 a.m. And that's some of the Sorrento highlights. And so my boss, he always wants me to read this in any presentation. It's our credo, it's what we kind of, I've got this on my desk. So we really pride ourselves in customer service, and so this is our credo. From the beginning of your travel experience to the very end, you'll be treated with kindness, competency, and respect, and will be provided with nothing less than excellence. We promise our personal attention, innovative itineraries, and stress-free travel that educates, inspires, and adds another great chapter to the rich story of your life. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you, guys.